Hello, everyone, and welcome to Monday. My child is now just going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, we're not live that often, sweetie.
Okay, literally every time I write down or type Wednesday, I go Wednesday because I was always really bad at spelling. And then in fifth grade, one of my teachers Wednesday, and I'm like, that's so stupid. I'm gonna do it.
Here's the thing. I go Wednesday and I still can't spell it right, so I've just given up. And I'm like, I'll just let spell check correct me every time.
You have a valid reason. I don't.
No, Wednesday is just the devil. For everybody. I don't care if you
Thursday. I can't spell Thursday. I thought there was an E in it, but I don't think there is.
I remember because it's Thursday, but instead of an O, it's a U. But that doesn't work for me for Wednesday because Wednesday is Woden's Day, and that's still not how I would spell Woden in my head. So I'm like, nope, would not work. I've never seen a more forced smile than the one I'm picking.
I'm like,
well, murder smiles. They are bound.
There's the crazy ones that are like, and then there's the.
I always look weird when I force a smile. I've got the force smile and the picture smile, and the picture smile looks fine, but then the force smile is the thing, and I'm like, why? Why does this look so weird? Hello, we welcome you for coming early.
Hi.
We're doing good.
Doing good. By the way, I felt.
Oh, CB remembers you.
Yeah.
Cool. Hello. Hi. Hello. More hey. I very often double wave to anybody who says hello to other people because I'm just going down the line.
You're taking all of the greetings. They're all for you.
Like 2 people later, I'll be like, that wasn't a hello to me.
Oh.
Well, how does your spell check not recognize Velociraptor? I have come to figure out that there's a lot of spelling and grammar checks that lack in vocabulary, and so then I have to go to Google to make sure I spell something right, so I can then right-click Add to Dictionary in my writing program. No assassins this week. It's just TV.
Yeah,
so they needed to go on vacation, so we orchestrated it so that they wouldn't have to work this week. It's fine. Hello. Yes, like the stream. We like the likes.
Thumbs up.
Yes, Wednesday. I still fuck it up. I spell it like WEDENSWEDSNE. Like the letters are all there. They are just never in the right order.
As long as I do the Wednesday, then I'm fine. But it's Thursday, and I'm like, haha, I remembered the E, and then this is spelled wrong. I'm like, crap, no, I'm supposed to remember there's not an E.
So, while February is also a bane of my existence, I still propose that Wednesday is worse. Because at least with February, I can just shorten it to Feb, and then I go Ru-Ari.
Yeah, I don't even attempt February. I know I'm going to spell it wrong. So
Stevie's like, it's just Feb. It doesn't get the rest of it.
It's the month after January, which I also cannot spell correctly. I can spell May. Probably.
Scrivenger can't recognize that. There was another program that I was using that told me Axe was spelled wrong, and I just sat there and stared at it like, but is it? But no. There's an E.
I've spelled AX.
No, it's A. It's A.
I know it has an E. I know it has an E, but I've spelled it AX multiple times. Been like,
yeah, but you're not a spell check program.
No, I'm not.
It's not your job to correct.
But it's like Ox. Ox doesn't have an E, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, good.
CB did not almost take me out this morning. My chronic illness did, and that's just the thing. Actually, it wasn't this morning, it was this afternoon, because I just didn't sleep until my sister got here at 12, and I was like, do you mind if I take a nap? And she's like, yeah, sure. So she was amazing and cleaned my living room and helped the children with their homework while I napped.
Awesome.
And I was like, yes, good.
I texted you at 5:30. I was like, I can't sleep. And then you responded like 2 minutes later, but I stopped looking at my phone after that.
I was like, I can't either.
No, Sam's probably not still up. I don't want to.
Like most of the time
you were like, are you completely awake? And then other times when you're I'll
tell you what I tell Fox. Normally, if I am awake at 2, I am still going to be up when I get a random message at 4:30 in the morning. I'm just reading a comic, so it's not looking at Discord.
Oh, I decided last night I was going to do the very smart idea of listening to an audiobook before I go to bed.
I finished 1.5 audiobooks last night.
Nice. I got 2 hours into it before I was like, it is early. I need to go to bed. I have classes tomorrow. It was because I looked up this YA fantasy books, and so I was reading Serpent and the Dove. I'm not sure if there's dove in there.
It's Serpent and Dove. I only know because my friend Chrissy wants me to read that book, but our library doesn't have the audiobook. And I'm like, but I cannot read anymore. I don't know how.
I'm only 2 hours in. And like the stuff that's said in like the blurb hasn't happened yet. And I'm like, I'm 2 hours in. Where is the one trope that you said in the blurb that's going to be in it?
Well, they lied to you.
It's fine. I'm patient. I looked at the chapter titles, and it's like 2 chapters from now, but they're really long chapters. But I'm like, I can.
Gotcha.
I'll get there eventually. I know it's coming.
Yes, all the time. Just it does. We have a very toxic relationship. I need spell check. I can't just quit spell check, but spell check likes to fuck with me.
It's sometimes spelled wrong, which is really sad.
Back when I still used Word, it would tell me that it would need an apostrophe S, and then it would tell me that it didn't need the apostrophe, and I'd literally just sit there correcting it,
on and
just
off,
like
on
which
one
one is
it? Yep.
Like nope, trying to make me go and not. All there. So in January, I had read 2 of a 4-book series. They're short book. They're only like 5-6 hours audiobook length, so they're pretty short.
Yeah.
And I had read the first 2. It's like this teenage mystery series. And then I had stopped reading halfway to the 3rd one because I could not deal with her love life at that point. I was like, I didn't come here for I know me, the lover of romance.
Yeah.
Like, no, I couldn't.
Really bad if you.
Oh God!
I don't know.
It's just like, please stop. Please just break up with him and never see him again. It's fine. But
sorry, you can keep going.
But then I was like, I should really finish this series. So I went back to listening to it. And they actually did break up and just never get back together again shortly after. And I was like, thank you. I came here for the sibling ship. What the fuck is this relationship doing here?
I started a book series because I'm pretty sure it's by the same author of the person.
Yes. Sorry, CB. Romance and nonsense are not the same, though. Neither did I say that, nor did I imply it. I said in this book.
I'm confused by it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so it's by the same author of the Lunar Chronicles, I'm pretty sure, which I really enjoyed. And your husband is on the last book right now. Because we talk about it. And I really liked the first book. And I kept waiting for like something to happen. Like, I like rooting for the main characters. I mean, like, there's like some people like the book with like, you like don't agree with the main character, or like they're not the good guy, but you still like them. Nah, I need them to be the good guy. They can make mistakes, but I need to be behind their cause, or I won't like.
Is as I discovered when I was like, "Oh, Death Note's amazing," and you're like, "I want to root for the main character," and I'm like, "Oh,
yeah,
I
don't like you. I don't want you to succeed. I don't care about your story," which is something that I've noticed through like having to read stuff for school. They're like, yes, this conflicted main character. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Go die.
He's like, I need to be in their corner. I'm just like, I just need them to be interesting.
I need to either identify with you or root for you, and there's no in between. There's no other option.
I have literally, that one works too. I've only ever identified with a main character once in my 30 years of existence, and it was in a movie and not a book. So if that was a thing for me, I would consume nothing. I would be so fucked. I would be like, nope, can't do it.
I have like a wall of characters I identify with. So, anyways, so I got to the end of the first book, and like the thing.
Hold on, we're 11 minutes in. You should introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, okay. And then I'll finish my tirade.
Yes, then finish the tirade.
I'm CB Ferrenz, young adult fantasy author, YouTuber, and teenager. And on my channel, I talk about how those three things come together, or rather don't. And I'm also a college student, which I forgot, and I was doing so well in the intro. I make videos when I'm not injured about, I give semi-reliable writing advice, I do little character sketches, and I host live streams sometimes that are like this. And I allegedly assassinate Sam's co-hosts.
Excuse me, I dyslexic that. Hold on. There we go. Now I just fixed you.
Did you spell assassin wrong?
No, I used the wrong R. There we go.
Oh, owl versus R. Okay. Yes. I don't know how to spell assassin. So
it's ass in.
I was thinking another A. So it's ass A-N?
And? No, it's in.
Ass in.
There are other jokes I could make, but I shall not.
Yep.
But it is
I was going to make them too, but I won't. My social medias are down below. Keep up with me. I'm interesting. Promise.
And I am Writing Mom Samantha L. Nasset. This is my channel where we talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. I host these live streams on Mondays where sometimes we do writing sprints. I think May is going to be another month of just writing sprints, except one Let's Talk on the 24th. We will be doing the Sailor Moon Season 2.
Yes, I have to watch the entirety of season 1, which I can probably do in one night, so I'm not worried about it.
She's going to remain our audience surrogate in not knowing anything about the current season, but she's decided she wants to at least know something. So she's going to
started watching it the day after last time we watched, and I was like, this is interesting. But now I watch more
not
cartoons,
anime Yu Hakusho
that time period. So I'm less like about it. Like, it's not as jarring now that I watched a shit ton of Bleach and then Yu Yu Hakusho.
The 90s was a time.
Yeah. I'm learning that.
To be fair, if I remember correctly, Bleach is early thousands, not 90s.
Oh,
so that starts a new era of anime.
I thought it was English. It was dubbed in the early 2000s, but it came out in the 90s.
Anime, back in the day, anime was often dubbed like 1 to 2 years after it circulated in Japan. So, like, there were exceptions, but that's usually how it was. Because, like, Sailor Moon came out in 93, but came to the US in 95. If I remember correctly. Don't quote me. I can hear myself echoing a little.
Oh.
I need to finish my intro. And to keep up with all things Sam, you can sign up to my newsletter, which is linked down below at my website, samanthaalnasset.com. I plan to have a video out Wednesday. The only reason I would not have a video out Wednesday is because my sinuses have been draining down my throat all weekend, and I had no voice last night to record. It was just gone. So provided that my voice doesn't vanish on me, I will have a video out Wednesday. And
can you still hear yourself?
No, I can't hear myself anymore. Thank you. And I have a Ko-fi, which you can donate money to down below if you would like to help support the channel.
Give Sam money.
Yes. I think that's everything. Like the stream?
I think so.
I can't say like the stream without imagining Audra now.
Audrey said it earlier, I think.
I know. This is the resident like the stream mascot. All right, Matt's got a thing for you. Hokey pokey, you put your ass in, you put your ass out, you put your ass in, and you kill them all about. You stab them in the artery and their blood spurts out. That's how you kill the co-host. I am so glad I don't have to worry about monetization.
Pull like a knife out and then another one. Yes, and you, like, throw them.
They're so distracted by the booty that they just don't notice. Yes, L. See, L is who you root for, but L is like the antagonist. So it's like it's a crime drama, but told from the criminal's point of view.
That's an interesting concept.
Like a crime caper. But wait, don't you like Not For Her? My short story, which is also told by a criminal's point of view.
Wait, being a criminal and being a bad person are two separate things.
Okay, but Jamie is a bad person.
I know, but it's different.
He is a bad person.
I know, but he does a good thing, kind of.
He saves a child because but he saves her because he projects his own trauma onto her, and so he's like, yeah, I don't want her to live through that. So you know,
I don't have to put up with it for like hours upon hours. It's like, it's a short little like story, like in CC.
Okay,
a villain short story.
Yeah, I'm gonna write one of those.
I don't want to have like a big commitment thing where I don't care if you win or not.
So you'll read my villain shorts, but not if I make them into a novel.
I mean, I would read them too because you're like my best friend, but not like.
Fox was like Light and Jamie.
If it wasn't you writing it, then I probably would be like.
I take that as one of the deepest compliments because Fox is that way about romance. He said Light and Jamie are both righteous warriors. I mean, Light certainly sees himself as one.
I just really like a main character. I can go like I'm either in love with you, we're like the same person. I want to be your best friend, or you're my child.
He needs to be able to like either you are me or I need you in my family. Let's start CP.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, that's fair.
Like you've been around me watching TV. A person shows I'm like my child.
Yeah. Which is great when Tabby's like, they're older than you. They're thousands of years older than you.
They're still a child.
Chat, I need you to know we're watching Yu Hakusho, and we've gotten to the part where Hiei is so edgelord and so powerful now. His demon energy just takes his coat off for him to make him shirtless, and it's
for people that don't know, Hiei is an angsty bi boy. And in his fights, he takes off this like half-length leather jacket with a scarf attached.
He's the OG. He is the OG anime edge boy. He's the first.
So he usually like throws it off, you know, like how people do. And he's usually not wearing a shirt underneath, but sometimes he is. But that shirt's probably going to get blown off because it's Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, their pants are indestructible.
Yes,
however,
it's really impressive that their pants don't come off too.
I need their jeans.
I mean, we're all happy that their pants don't. I'm happy.
I'm neutral. I don't
care. But in the most previous episode that we watched, most recent episode we watched, he just powered up and his jacket into the air, and then he got it back. It was fine. It didn't like evaporate or anything. It just went whoosh, and I'm like,
no, it just floated away. And then when he was done fighting, he puts it back on, and I'm like,
did the buttons just come undone? Like, I guess if you'd like,
he loves
the energy, or whatever, it could like rip off.
But
the fact that it just like unbuttoned or unzippered, I don't know.
There's no zipper. It just closes and it's just closed. Nobody knows how it stays closed. There's no buttons, no zipper. It's just a demon
sword
energy.
Gets stuck to it one day, and he's like, "Fuck."
He cares more about that jacket than he does his teammates. I'm telling you, he'd let them all die to keep that jacket safe.
Yep.
It's not Velcro. He's also not a child. He's
Velcro
like 300 years old.
It wouldn't be able to go whoosh.
He's 300 years old. All right. CB's anthem. The ass in, ass out. Yes, Matt has written a villain short story. Matt, you know what you should do? You should fill out that beta application and then send the link to me so that I can pimp it out during live streams for you.
He started to pimp it himself.
Yes, but he didn't have the link to pimp it. You can't. It does very little good to be like, I'm gonna need betas if you don't have the form. It's just me giving him shit a week later. I don't even know what 90% of these words are. It's okay, Jess. It's fine. Just watch Yu Yu Hakusho. You'll catch up. I only say that because I know you're interested in anime. So
it's good.
I'm a shamelessly self-plug and say be on the lookout on my socials if you follow me for me to open up the betas. Yes, follow all of Matt's socials. That is another good way.
Sam, don't give your opinion on this. You're not allowed to. That response.
I'm not allowed to have.
I already know your opinion.
Oh, okay.
Then. Do raincoats have zippers? It's cool. We can keep going as they seek the truth.
It's fine. Oh wait, what's more indestructible, the Hulk or his pants? The pants. This time on Stuff I Will Get to Sam ASAP. That's right. CB is asking because there's a character in Yu Yu Hakusho who is wearing a hoodie. And it's a hoodie because, hold on, it is a hoodie because it is 90s Japan anime. So he's wearing a hoodie. But we had an argument about whether or not raincoats have zippers or buttons. But to be fair, my stance was just that they can have buttons.
Yes, they can.
And then CB made it to where she's like, nobody owns a raincoat with buttons.
Nobody does.
And I said, I don't know anyone with zippers. And Tabby was like, you're both pretty. It's regional. Shut the fuck up. I'm watching Hiei. Which, fair. But no, it was Kuwabara. We were watching Kuwabara.
Yeah, because Waterboy was walking around in the rain in just a hoodie, which is a terrible idea.
Matt says zippers. Jess says she is more accustomed to the buttons one. No, see, there's a difference between a poncho because the poncho is just like this part, but then like a raincoat is just like a waterproof coat.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it has like the
I can have buttons,
but
and kid ones don't. At least I've never seen a kid one with a zipper. I have seen adult ones with zippers, but I don't know anybody who owns one.
I've seen them with snaps.
Snaps are a type of button.
I admit. Okay. But
wait, was this whole argument just because you misunderstood what I meant when I said button?
No.
Is that what happened? Because snaps are a type of button.
Those aren't windbreakers. Can we make fun of Matt for not knowing what windbreakers are now?
Okay, so windbreakers and raincoats are separate because windbreakers are designed to be aerated so that, like, you know, they can stop the wind, but they're not. I used the wrong word. They're not aerated. That's the opposite, I think. But windbreakers are designed to stop the wind, but they do not stop liquid. They are not water resistant. Raincoats stop water and are really, really fucking hot to wear in hot weather because they just you just fry, you boil in them.
Yep.
Snaps are snaps, not but. Look, snaps are a type of button.
Matt, I need an scapegoat.
Can we make fun of it?
No, you've been assassinated. You want to keep it that way? Shut up.
Fox is also on the raincoats has zippers thing. Raincoats have hoods, windbreakers do not. That is another distinction.
Really?
I assume so. I've never thought about it, but I have never seen a windbreaker with a.
I'm reading a webtoon right now called Windbreaker, and they have hoods.
Well, maybe they've got fancy windbreakers. Unless you're talking about the skateboarding one, in which case they wear motherfucking hoodies. Is Windbreaker the skateboarder one?
No,
they wear hoodies. Oh, I was close. He wears a hoodie. You can't call everything shaped like a hoodie a windbreaker or a raincoat. We need to do a sprint.
But hoodie is like cotton-like material.
Yes. Hoodies also have a very specific
when it's animated or drawn.
It's the shape. Hoodies have a very specific shape and pouch. It's the belly pouch. But yeah, they like most comics don't draw the texture of cotton. So I see how that's throwing you off.
I'm really confused.
Sorry. Now welcome to the newest war on Sam's channel. Raincoats versus windbreakers versus hoodies.
Yeah, they're really confusing. They should be labeled.
Just character walks on screen with a little label.
Deku on all of his shirts has what the kind of shirt
I know.
So I appreciate that.
It's the funny part about that is it's a meta joke. Like it's not supposed to be an in-character joke. It's just supposed to be a meta joke for like the artist to the audience. However, because in verse Deku picks his own clothes, it makes him look like a kind of hipster.
It makes him look like a teenage boy because I know so many who have worn like the stupid like pun shirts or just this is a shirt or pants, wearing pants on your shirt.
That's not the same as having your shirt appropriately labeled to what it is. All right, so what's everybody working on tonight?
I'm
clothes for inclement. Clothes for whether the inconveniences our life.
Why did Matt just get really aggressive about something? Sorry. And just thought, are you fucking kidding me? Yes. Oh, okay.
Are you fucking kidding me? He does. If it doesn't have a kangaroo pouch, it ain't a hoodie. All right, I will accept this that snaps are a type of closure, but they're not buttons. However, if you tell a small child to snap their snaps, they're not going to know what the fuck you are talking about. But if you tell them to button their snaps, they're going to know what it is. So,
is it small child?
I speak to small children daily. So that is...
Wonder why.
You almost got me for like a split second. I'm going to end this small child on my stream right now. But yeah, so while technically when we are talking about sewing and creating of clothing, yes, however, regionalization of terminology and slang, buttons and snaps fit in the same thing, and I will die on my vernacular hill. All right. We're starting the sprint. We're not counting down, Matt. And we're back. Hello, hello. So, we were gonna say what we were working on, and then I got distracted by chat. So I'm going to be bouncing back and forth between critiquing TSA for my CP Jenna.
I'm so jealous. I hate you.
And working on my villain short story, because I was going to write my villain short over the weekend after I finished the laundry, and then the washer died. And that took up my weekend instead. So I just, over the sprint, what I got done was I downloaded the document, sent a sample comment to make sure that my tracking and comments would carry over. Was successful in semi-trolling Jenna, so that's fun.
Nice.
All right, what did you do?
I was productive. I did things. This is a long time. I worked on beta reading a certain book that has a very similar character.
You can say it's Wisp. You beta read Wisp. I've said the title all over my channel. It's
no,
fine.
I'm just being vague on purpose. No, I'm the worst beta reader ever. I'm so terrible at being punctual. I feel so bad. But I'm doing it.
Yes.
It's like every time I sit down to do it, it's like after a long day of classes. So like I read the chapter and I was like, okay, time for the questions. And I'm like, you know what? I want to take a nap. And I'm like, you're literally on a live stream. Stop.
You can't nap on a stream. Oh, I mean, I guess you could. I'll just wake you up after the sprint. Take a nap sprint. My thing refreshed.
The Nutella's
I saw werewolf encounter.
Right?
Huh? Say that again.
This Nutella, it says it's expired, but probably fine, right?
I think expiration dates, and this is not for legal reasons. I am not a nutritionist. I am no medical person, but the thing I have heard is that as long as it's a week from the the expiration date is a week before it actually is supposed to expire for safety reasons. So it just depends. Like with milk, I just smell milk. As long as milk smells and looks fine, I don't care when the expiration date on it is. You can just tell with milk.
It expired. So. I forgot what month it was. I got my months mixed up. We're all good.
Well, if it's a month expired,
it's not. It's not. I have.
Oh, okay.
I have 16 days.
Well, there you go. I was about to pray for your soul. Matt's doubling up on his immortality training. He's had it.
You're not in danger for now.
Well, because he's a higher level than you, but Yu Yu Hakusho might level you up. Who knows?
Why you're just leveling me up?
Because it's my immortality training program, CV. Nobody said it had to make sense.
Okay.
I'll spend this sprint on yet another school project. Finals. Yes. Well, finals should be over soon. So.
I sent out the email today to all my teachers going, yeah, requesting an incomplete because I can't do the work.
3, 2, 1. Matt did the countdown for everybody. Welcome back. Woohoo, laundry and video editing. Oh, yeah. Writing dialogue for my love interest in MC. Ooh, I love dialogue and romance. Contrary to how I started the stream today. I love romance in general. It's just some romances I'm like, nah.
Yep.
I took my after work rinse shower, that's fair, and prepared my needle to sew. I was supposed to work on my whip werewolf stuff, but kids disagreed. That's also fair. Story of parenting life. I can't tell if milk is up. Neither can my mom. My mom can't. It always smells sour to her unless she has a cup of ice, milk with ice in it. That's the only time it smells right to her. So that's part of why I think that's part of why I'm so good at sniffing milk, because my mother made me do it. I was the milk detector.
If I suspect it smells bad, then it will smell bad. So I have to go over and have my dad smell it. And then he's like, it's probably fine. I'm like, that did not help, Father. That is probably is not reliable.
Just says expires by, Best Buy, and sell by all mean different things.
Yeah, this is Best Buy May 26, 2021.
All I know is if I'm not sure, I poke things, and if the feel is wrong, I'm just done. I'm not even gonna bother. I need a break timer.
We have I really like Nutella. Case in point. But we got
not allowed.
Big.
Fox told me that something's not allowed, and I need to know if it's not a thing that I have been doing that he's heard me doing is not allowed now. If he's just never noticed that I did it.
We got one of the big things of Nutella at the beginning of the semester. Because we had to go grocery shopping right before we came to the dorm to get supplies because you know how the school feeds us. So we got a big thing of Nutella and it's still on the shelf. And then we got another thing of Nutella and they're both half empty, which bothers me to no end.
No, I hate it when I'm like, why didn't you finish off the first one?
Part of me is like, I should check the expiration date. But then again, I like living under the idea that Nutella doesn't expire.
You like living dangerously. It's fine.
Living on the edge.
I noticed that I had an on Twitter. Oh, sleeping on stream's not allowed. Okay.
Oh.
Sir, it's my stream. I let people do what they want. But I'm sorry. Jenna tweeted at me, and she tweeted the test comment that made her spit out her water. So if anybody's curious as to what I did, you can go check out my Twitter. I think I retweeted it. Let me make sure I retweeted it, so I'm not a liar.
Yeah,
okay.
Commented on it. I got the notification on my phone.
Your Twitter is so much more. Your Twitter is so much more efficient at stalking me than my Twitter is at stalking anyone. I'm jealous.
It's you mostly. I think that's because I retweet your stuff often.
Oh, probably.
It doesn't alert me as often. And then it's just you two and then Tom Holland are the only people
Me, I am on the same level as Tom Holland. I'll take it. Why women live longer than men? Literally, Chris is like, meh, it's all right. There are I told him he has to have 2 different rating systems now that we have children. There's the what he'll eat and what he better not feed my children if he wants to keep living. So
I appreciate that.
He'll tell me on those standards because he'll be like, it's all right. And I'm like, but is it fine to feed the children? And then he'll stop and he'll look at it and he'll go, maybe not. You can continue taking your life into your own hands.
I like reaching the fridge, bringing something out, I'm gonna have a good meal, then puts hand in bag to grab food, then just pauses and goes, hey Papa, is this supposed to be slimy?
Is this supposed to look like this? Matt says he has the same problem. If he thinks it's gonna smell bad, it's gonna smell bad. I have a very sensitive sense of smell and sensitive sense of taste. So, I guess sensitive sense of taste might be the wrong way to phrase it because I'm not a super taster, but I have a
perceptive
palate, I guess. It's like when I'm cooking, I can tell you if the nutmeg or the cinnamon is off. I can just tell the difference between those 2 things.
I felt very fancy the other day. My roommates my roommates in Meyer gave her a bunch of cookies and we were eating them and I was like, this has too much nutmeg in it. And I was like, I don't know why I know that. And so she texted him hey, did you put a lot of nutmeg in this? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, my brain.
This is what happens when you undergo Sam's immortality training. You become sensitive to spices. See, Best Buy means it'll be all right after that, but it's best by that date. Awesome.
The only one is just don't risk it. And that's all I need to know.
Then there's more hellos that I'm gonna reply to because I can. No one can stop me.
I had something to say earlier, but I forgot it. Also, appreciate my sweatshirt, people. It's my
I went to set the break timer, and the tweet by Jenna distracted me.
You didn't hit me. Yeah.
I didn't. It's okay. Mathematically, I know when the break should be up.
It's fine. I'm just always be on break. I think I'm gonna do my hair.
That's right, Fox. I'll take credit, but not blame. Those are two very different things.
Ooh, pink.
Yes. My daughter for Mother's Day got me a Sailor Moon earring set, and it's very pink. And I'm like, I love it. And I especially love the designs of a lot of them, which when I showed Tabby the earring set today, she was like, I associate that crystal shape with you. And I'm like, that's probably because I was obsessed with this crystal shape, because the bad guys in Sailor Moon have earrings this crystal shape, except black. So I was like, I need this, but in my aesthetic now. And they sell the dark crystal earring sets. So I'm like, I need a second earring set. But I will find ways and reasons to wear the pink ones, because she bought me the pink ones. And like, I'm wearing one right now. So... And on this ear, it's the pink moon. I would have worn like the matching set, but the right one has an ear cuff, and I'm like, that doesn't seem like it will be comfy with my headphones on. So that's a no.
Yeah, I got my mom a like shawl type thing for Mother's Day. I haven't given it to her yet. She doesn't know what it is, but she's not watching this live stream, so we're fine. And so yesterday, I was like, do you want me to text you a picture, or just wait till I get home in a week and a half? She's like, let's just wait till you get home. And I'm like, cool. Because I found a store around here that's run by these two ladies in their 60s, and they're
okay then.
Are you okay? The line between great salespeople and con artists. They're just towing that line.
Those are my favorite sales. I'm one of those. No, I'm kidding.
It was hilarious because my other friends aren't very good at going like seeing through that. Like, you can't tell us that literally every single thing we put on looks fantastic and like it was made for us, without us getting a little suspicious. But they had a bunch of stuff. I was like, I want to get that for my mom, and that. But I didn't bring the shawl.
Was this all made for my mother? Will it all look fabulous on her? These are what I need. My oldest got me this shirt, and then my middle boy, he was like, I want to get mom chocolates. And so he got me strawberry jam chocolate macaroons, because at our recent tea party we had macaroons. So I love macaroons.
Those are the coconut ones,
making
right?
faces. No,
they're the fluffy,
almond.
The fluffy sandwiches.
Yeah, the fluffy sandwiches.
What are the coconut things?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like coconut, so
I don't know.
Chat, does anybody here know what the coconut
like
dessert thing?
This big, like they fit in the palm of your hand, and the bottom is usually like toasted, but it's all coconut on the outside, and you bite into it and
I know what you're talking about. So fun story about those. Roxy hates the coconut shavings, but she loves the like marshmallowy puff on the inside. So I taught her that you can just peel back the marshmallow coconut shavings and you can just eat the muffin on the inside. It just comes right off. And she is fascinated by that.
That's what I just said. That's what we were talking about, right? Matt said.
Yeah, Matt, that's
macaroon.
This is not a macaroon that I know of.
I thought it was a macaroon.
There is a moth sleeping on my monitor, making me think I made a spelling mistake on the lineup. I hate that.
Okay, I looked up macaroons and both the things showed up. They're just specifically coconut macaroons that look entirely different from the puffy sandwiches.
They sell them under a completely different name in plastic at my Walmarts. So. I don't. If you're apologizing for the tweet, don't. The world is gifted. What, CB?
Jenna said both of them, but the spellings are slightly different.
Oh.
So it's like macarons and macaroons.
Macarons and macaroons. Macarons.
It's French, right?
Macaroons are French. I don't know about macarons.
That's too complicated. I'm gonna call them the puffy sandwiches.
Yeah, the youngest one yelled and then ran from her brother's room to her room. I don't know what happened. Their father went and dealt with that. So.
Oh, thank you.
CB's hair is adorable.
It's not puffy, and I cut my bangs.
When she
slightly too short. So.
When she pulls the top back, though, there's just like this hella pink aura. It's great.
Not really anymore because
the pink aura has faded. It's still pretty,
I think I'm gonna redo it because when I get home, I'm gonna go more of a golden blonde on top.
Oh.
But I think I'm gonna go intense pink on the bottom still. I really like the pink. I haven't done pink before. I think I like it more than blue, mostly because it just fades.
I think it works with your skin tones better.
Rather than it fades pink rather than fading green. Which green hair, but it's not like the fun green hair.
I so feel that look. Yes, it's common look. Macaroon. There are macarons and macaroons. Macaroons are coconut. Macaron. I have to go get the box because there's absolutely no coconut, but I thought there were 2 O's on the box. Snowballs. That's what they're called here.
That's so many.
Yeah. Am I pronouncing macaron wrong?
I think I would.
Or you were okay. Coconut macaroons. Macarons are sandwich cookies made from eggs. So the macarons are what I got, but I think my package says macaroon, so I'm confused now. Everybody knows. Look, I know which one I will eat and which one I will not eat.
But it's the reverse of what of you.
I'd be like the one with the cookie.
I don't like those.
You bought macarons.
It's really weird. Like I just nah.
So all of this was brought to you by my dyslexia, probably.
Brought to you by what?
My dyslexia.
Oh.
Me thinking that there were double O's, and therefore in my head I saw double O's. Look, Fox and I had like this whole ass mini conversation where I was convinced I had written the word condensed, but I had written the word condescend. And I'm like, wait, no, these are not the same. So
yeah, when we're like reading aloud in class, especially when we're in Shakespeare class, someone will say like the slightly wrong word that it's like very similar, and I'll be like, I don't think that's right, but then again, it's Shakespeare, so it could be.
So macarons. I don't think my southern accent's gonna allow for that for long. Macarons.
Macarons.
Macrons.
I'm just gonna throw in a French accent. Macron.
From this point forward, they will be cookie macaroon and snowball. I will accept nothing else on this channel. The food war. We're just on my wiki. I'm just gonna have the food wars, and just
the maca. Whatever.
The spelling of dyslexia.
The Mac massacre. Just couldn't figure it out.
I love and hate you with all of my being. Just know this. Do they have the same language origin too? Because I know one is French, but I do not know if the other one is French.
No, I was talking about my Shakespeare class. If that's referenced.
Oh.
It was like incinerate versus incarcerate. It's just like words like that, messing them up.
I saw there was this thing that was like, this only makes sense in English, and it was like they led the way to the lead something and a few other things, and it's a bunch of words that sound the same but are spelt differently. And I sent it to Tabby, Fox, or both of them, and I was like, sound it out, they said. You'll learn to read, they said. Because I'm so salty about that now.
Yeah.
No, Twitch Fixer is Twitch Fixer, someone else. Fox. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what Fox's YouTube handle is.
Fox lurks in the shadows.
But he just, he's a shadow
Forever
fox.
destined to be unknown.
Fox is also not dyslexic, or I'd probably be in a lot more trouble when it came to him critiquing my thinkings. Then it would be like Tabby. It's like I cannot critique these specific things. Jenna's trying to find you, Fox. Fox, can I say what your YouTube thing is? Fox. Fox.
My mental image of what Fox looks like changes so often. And I never want to know the truth.
Shadow Fox is shadow foxing.
Mm-hmm.
His handle is Todd better than Cooper. Oh no. We're going on a treasure hunt. No! If anyone, I'm old, but that doesn't mean I know all things. Oh, so you'll be like, I want Shadow Fox powers, but you won't answer my. Oh, wait, I see the answer right above. Discord did not tell me. No, y'all. Discord, 1, didn't tell me that Fox responded, and then 2, when it did say he responded, did not tell me. The only new message is I want Shadow powers. The other one is literally just above it, but it's nope. All right, we should do another sprint now.
I might take a nap. I'm joking.
What time? She's saying for Fox.
So
that he doesn't yell at her.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn my hair. If you see my head down, I swear I'm not asleep.
All right, pick a timer. Any timer.
Cats. I'm gonna cry again. It's only happened twice.
I half want it because your timer's now in the like related to my timer thing, and now I almost clicked on it just to fuck with you.
Wildly uncomfortable. I stare at myself for 20 minutes.
I stare. That's why I have a dragon skull. I look at Uncle Horace. So many 20-minute cat timers. Which one?
The one with the cats moving around.
So many.
Okay, then any of them. Just the cats moving around. I like.
We're gonna do this one of the cat sleeping. It's 21 minutes, but
I'm in withdrawal of cats. I go home in like a week and a half, then I get to see them again.
Audrey.
Also get to see my
Sorry to let you down. The demon. What is that word? Something timer? We will do dogs as our last timer of the night. Hello, we're glad you could make it too. We're about to jump into our second sprint, where I'm supposed to work on a villain short story, but I'm going to continue reading this chapter that I'm critiquing.
Just like rubbing it in.
Oh, demon semen. Okay, there we go.
But the N was the last letter was an N and not an M. Nope, reverse that. It was an M, not an N.
It's
not spelled right.
What's the incorrect? Jenna still got it, so she remembered a thing. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry I didn't fill in the blanks, people.
Blanks are incorrect.
Hello, we're back.
Hi.
So, how did everybody do this sprint?
I read.
I got 3 pages done, which because so as everybody knows, or you will know if you didn't, Jenna Morassi is one of my CPs, and I'm critiquing her 3rd book in the Savior series, The Savior's Army. Well, Jenna is at this point a very experienced and skilled writer, but I don't put her on a pedestal, so it's like, everybody's drafts need your work and help and stuff, and that's why we have CPs. But I know that, like, chapter 1, she's gone over a lot. I've actually looked over her chapter 1 twice now already, but not, like, in a critiquing depth. But chapter 1's kind of pretty polished right now, so I'm, like, double read. Like, I'll read a paragraph, and then I'll go back and double and triple read it just to make sure that I'm, like, I will not be complacent. Like, if there's, I will find it. Unless it's grammar related, and that's what the editor's for. Not I. So that's what I did. That's why I only got through 3 pages this sprint. Also, I was making jokes with Fox. Because Fox's army are demons, and I was like, this is why they cannot stand up to me, because I created Shrilla, a demon princess. And he's like, wow. I'm like, which I could use that reasoning for, like, any fictional race or sect, because I have some sort of character in them. I was like, I've baked too many pies, like my baker queen, Sakura. So
Nice. I just read. I'm very tired.
are you going to be able to answer the beta questions when you're done reading?
I already finished reading.
Oh, well.
I read a webtoon.
I see.
I will. I will read it again tomorrow.
I see.
I took notes.
Bye, Jenna. She's not here to hear me brag about her chapter 1. It's fine. Progress is abstract. That is fair. Nearly a page. Aw, yeah. 280 and reached something. Aw, yeah. Or recatched? I think it's reached. More video editing. Woohoo. Jess, can you just edit my videos too? Can I just send them to you to edit? That's what you do on Mondays.
Yeah.
Excited. I too am excited for it.
Same. Oh, I was talking to someone the other day, and they're like,
"Oh, research."
Oh, what's your favorite book? And so I started, Savior Champion.
It's good.
And so they're like, "Oh, what's that about?" So I started, like, giving the blurb, and they're like, "Wait, I read this," and I was like, "You have?"
You read it? I love that.
And I was like, "Yeah, it's by Jenna Morassi." They're like, "I know that name." And yeah, they knew Tuesday. I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm so excited.
Are we friends now? I think we're friends. Yes, it's great. Got sweet tea vodka with raspberry lemonade. I also sewed a tiny bit on detail work, which takes forever. Oh god, yes it does. I can't wait to see your project though when it is done. I mean, I would, but it's not like I have fancy editing. Have you seen my videos?
Like,
yeah.
Pretty. Wow.
I don't have the time to learn. Like, if I had Final Cut Pro, I would be able to do a lot more with my videos because I know how to use Final Cut Pro. However, I have Sony Vegas, which is like similar enough to Final Cut Pro that it fucks me up. Because it's like
the
runs
same,
really differently.
To the left.
Yes. So it's just like what? It's like when I go from playing like a Nintendo controller to a Sony controller or an Xbox controller, and it's like these buttons are just similar enough, but also it's gonna take me 10 minutes to figure out what the fuck I'm doing again. Speaking of researching though, well, first off, let me hit my break timer because I remember it's a thing. I hit it, not being distracted by other things. I don't have brain fog today. I'm just really unfocused, which seems like they're the same thing, but they're very, very different.
I'm tired.
Both very annoying.
My last week of school. I have 3 days left of school. I have 3 days left of school.
Yes.
And then I have to make up about half a semester's worth of work up. But we're not going to think about that yet.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Speaking of researching, I've been doing a lot of researching about the fantasy subgenres and genres, which is great. Because I was like, fantasy has got like, at the moment, 33 subgenres, or 38, depending on how you want to classify them. And I was like, what about sci-fi? Because horror's got like less than 20. So then I went to sci-fi, and sci-fi's got 42. And I was like, that's Future Sam's problem.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Damn sci-fi. But yeah, and they get like hella specific sometimes too. I literally, while I was categorizing things, I had one that was just "but why." That was just what I titled the category, like "but why."
Why is this a thing?
I've retitled it so that it's more professional now. And
I like "but why."
But why? Well, I had
found out today that. Sorry, I'm totally switching topics. Do you want to finish what you're saying?
No, you're good. I'll come back to it if I want to.
I found out today that last night I told you that I'm gonna watch the short film that I like acted in last semester. On Wednesday. Apparently, it's not just gonna be me and the rest of the cast and crew. They're opening up to all of campus to come see. You know how I know? Because my graphic design teacher brought it up in class today and told everyone that class is ending early, so we can all go and watch it. And I'm like, that's a decision.
Well, I mean,
he's like, isn't that right? And then looks directly at me, and I'm just like, are you just being confidential, or do you know I'm in it?
Why are you doing this, teacher?
Because I haven't seen it yet. I've also never acted on film before, for real. So I don't know if I can act.
That's a fair. I appreciate your level of self-awareness, though. I hope it goes well.
I'm probably gonna see and be like, I'm terrible, horrible. I'm gonna go jump off this cliff.
No, don't jump off the cliff. Just come on to Discord. We'll watch you actually. We'll watch Hiei jump off a cliff, or Yusuke. Probably Yusuke. Yeah. Need to start networking and making videos so people know I exist before I promote my book. That's a good idea. I approve. I use Premiere Pro and I like it, and I'm learning more things, but I'm not fantastic 2 years later. See, if I could just sit down, because I had to learn how to put pictures in, because my God, why did they make it so complicated to put pictures in? But when I found the video, I learned it in, I think, less than 3 hours. I don't know. But I can pick up the skills pretty quick. It's just having that time to dedicate to it.
Yeah.
Which right now my plan is just to get my platform, put out a book, earn money, pay Fox more than he makes it his job so he can just come be my assistant and just do everything for me. Because apparently making video things is also part of his job at his company, and I'm like,
Fox can do everything.
It's just everything I need anyway. I don't know where your phone is. I didn't need it. I said I didn't eat it. Well, I didn't. He's like, but you, of course you didn't, Mother. You can't eat it. What? I love throwing curveballs at him to see if he catches them. I need to finish the skirt by Saturday, going to my first historical costuming event in the year. Ooh, congrats! Hope that's fun.
My old high school had prom this past weekend, so I've been scrolling through Instagram seeing everyone's dresses.
Finished my last project for school. Yes! Awesome. 25 days left of work school. Oh, excuse me. My children, I think, have 2.5 weeks left. I don't remember. It ends in May. That's all I know. Also, I have that football-shaped eye floaty thing that warns of the incoming migraine. All right. Well, hope Hope you rest up. Hope you feel better. After 2020, we all need fantasy. It's fair.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't get a wave back.
You can't. Hey, you. CB waved at you.
On my face.
Are you good now? Okay, he's eating cereal.
I put Nutella on my face.
I have Skillshare now. Yes. That's what I plan to do one day, is like get a year of Skillshare and then just binge all sorts of classes.
I did that. And then I watched Jenna's videos and then didn't do anything else. I don't know if I still have it.
See, the thing is, I really love video editing. I took broadcast journalism, and video editing was one of my favorite things to do. Outside of that, I also made AMVs as a teenager. Some of my favorite things that I did, and I really enjoyed just messing around with the editing options. Let me tell you, back in the early thousands, the just default Windows media editor that came with the computer was amazing. And now it's all like, yeah, you could open a video, maybe we'll let you clip things. And it's like, but my transitions, but my rainbow effect, where did it all go? So now I'm like just salty at all of the things that Teen Sam had access to that 30-year-old me does not right now. Child.
Just want to say hi.
I'll teach you how to group your Google tabs later. He's noticed that my Google tabs are grouped and color coded now, and he's like, "How did you do ICCB?"
How did you do that?
You at the top, you right click it, and then it'll be like add tab to group and then new group. And you can just
there's colors.
Yes, there's colors. It has really helped with the whole needing to research 30 subgenres tab issue. So you can also title them too. Like mine right now are Gabe's Shrines, WW June, YouTube Music, and Script Research. You pick the color like that. If you know, then why are you asking? Like that. You can't change the color of the tab, just of the tab grouping. Yeah. Sorry, my 9-year-old needed to learn things. I try to encourage this. Yeah. Michael Audra says hi. He says hello, but his mouth is full of cereal.
He's more said, oh.
Skillshare is great. I had the month free, and when I had that free, I looked up a few things. I don't remember what they were because that was a couple years ago, but now like one of my friends was like, why don't you like go get another free trial? And I'm like, I had classes. I used them. They must all be on the same account. So I can't handle them being on opposite accounts. See, Windows Movie Maker. That's what it was called. Thank you, Jess. It was such a good program. I'm glad I'm not the only one, because sometimes I'm like, do I have nostalgia glasses? Is it just like I'm remembering it better? So the fact that one other person remembers that Windows Movie Maker was amazing makes me feel better. Yep, parent things. I also, CV, you remember how you thought I was speaking in code the other day? Or not, you didn't think, but it sounded like it. Well, yes. So for chat, who may or may not be in Cyborg Central or may not have seen it, I was talking to my husband about the fantasy research, and I was talking about weird fiction, and I was like, on where to put it when I was sorting it. And I was like, I'm putting it in ye old ass shit, but I don't know if I should put sword and sorcery in ye old ass shit, because that's like still very commonly used right now. And we're just, as we're going now, the previous night I had to look up what sword and sorcery fantasy was exactly, because I was like, I've heard of it, but I didn't know. But then with weird fiction, like I told my husband there's now Slipstream and like New Weird, and he's like, he scoffed at New Weird, and I'm like, it's stylistically different. And I just go on this thing about how New Weird and weird fiction were different, and I'm like, why do I just know this? Why do I already have this knowledge of weird fiction? I figured it out. It's because technically it's a progenitor of the horror genre. Because like the term weird fiction, so like back in the day, fantasy wasn't taken seriously. It was only like if something was fantasy, it was considered for kids and shit. So adult fantasy was technically put under weird fiction, and then sci-fi and horror and fantasy became used for adults too. And it was like, now weird is this very specific kind of fiction, like kind of like the Twilight Zone or the first episode of Goosebumps, which is where this kid spends the entire episode trying to prove that their librarian is a monster, and the viewer knows that the librarian is the monster. But then the twist at the end is that the kid and their parents are also monsters, and they eat the librarian. And so that would be weird fiction. Yes, child.
I never watched Goosebumps.
It's on Netflix.
What was the TV show?
Because I am unaffected by caffeine. They're not allowed to have soda past 8 because you're not supposed to if caffeine keeps you awake, you're not supposed to have it like an hour before you go to sleep.
Caffeine passes out.
Right? And so like they know this, but Michael sees me drinking my caffeine, which I have for my migraines, and he's like, if you're drinking soda, how do you sleep? I'm like, I don't. That's my secret.
Like, have you met
I can't just tell him that. But I'm not sleeping because the caffeine has nothing to do with that. Mm-hmm. I literally sometimes drink a cup of coffee so I can go to sleep.
Yeah, I was always so confused by like sleepovers. We'd go to 7-Eleven and get like Monsters, and my friends would drink them and be like hyper, and I would just be like nodding off, and so I like drink the rest of theirs, and I just fall asleep, and they're like, "Wah!" And I'm like, I'm so tired.
I had the advantage of I've just never slept since I was 5, so it's fine. But yes, I cannot video edit without the audio waves thing in there. I just can't. No, we must have the sound.
Such a pain in the ass to do it without
the audio track. That's the word for it. I'm like, there's a word for it. Yeah, I have to have the audio track too. Yeah, I got 3 months of Skillshare free from Jenna, so thanks, Jenna, and I liked it. And then I didn't have time to use it. Yes, use it. That's because Goosebumps was before your time. See, I'm introducing her to all the good 90s stuff. It's fine.
I was going to make a comment, but I'd get bullied, so I'm not going to say it.
That's fair. You bully right back, though, so.
I do.
It just all boils down to, you want to fight? Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Behind Wendy's.
Outside Wendy's.
Behind Wendy's in the Wendy's parking lot.
Not bad. Look, we're not going to be able to fight. We're not going to meet at the right location.
No.
I'll bring my buttons. You bring your zipper. Yes, I have caffeine resistance. Very good. You forgot. I'll show you. We'll worry about it during your computer time later. I mean, not tonight, but you know.
In the future.
He's mildly displeased. I'm not just going to show him again right now. And it's like, Michael, the people don't want to just watch me teach you how to Google group all night.
I think
as someone who went to school and has a degree in audio engineering, I should know that term, but it's too late. That's fair. Look.
At first I was like, but it's too late. But
I did, Fox. I set the timer. It's the time, and you can't see it because it's bright, but it's
magic
timing. Yes, I remembered this time. But she didn't yell at me the 2 times I forgot. So really, who's slacking?
Whose fault is it?
Sam's. Yeah, who's slacking, Michael? Is it Mommy or Fox? Remember who controls your Switch. So who's slacking, me or Fox? Say Fox.
You say control.
Yeah, say Fox. Why? Oh my gosh, you're bad at this.
Where's your training, child?
I can't threaten him. He gets too confused.
Yeah, when like I've done that with my siblings, like say yeah. Like if my little brother comes downstairs, I was like, Ben, say yes, and he'll be like, I'm like, just say yes, and he'll be like, I'm like, just say it, and he'll be like, no, and I'm like, haha, you've fallen into my trap.
You've fallen for my trap card. He can hear you because he's watching the stream, and people can hear you from my mic. Because that's how mics work.
It's only first person that can talk to your headset?
No, they can hear us both.
Not really. I can't really hear him.
Well.
Sorry.
Look, I can't manipulate Michael like that because he gets too confused way too easy. Alright? He's just, I'm like, who's slacking, me or Fox? And he looked like he's thinking, and I'm like, remember who controls your Switch? And he's like, you do? And I'm like, that's right, so say Fox. And he's like, wait, but you said who control, you control, and it's like, he's already forgotten the original question.
I get it. I'm there for Michael. I understand what he's going through. Okay, I'm catching on to what you're saying now, but I have no idea what you said before because I focused too hard on understanding what you're saying now.
Right. What'd you say, Michael? Who's slacking? Child! He saw Fox's DM to me that said child answer correctly, and he's like, he told me to answer correctly, so I have to say it's you. I see how it is.
Iconic. I love it.
I told you to say Fox was slacking because I control your Switch, so I can take it away.
You control my Switch equals playing.
That's not what that equals. He's coming up with his own definitions for things. Now he's like, but you control it means that, you know, we play. Go away. Stop reading my DMs. Stop plotting with Fox via my DMs.
That's magnificent. I love it.
I'll remember this the next time you want food. For legal reasons, I am 100% joking.
Yep.
Also, that one never even asked me. He's 9. He just makes all his food himself. And then, like, I hear the microwave on, and I'm like, Michael, you know, dinner soon, right? And he's just like, I wanted pizza rolls. And I'm like, fair.
That is valid.
I mean, if you're going to cook for yourself, who am I to stop you?
My parents stopped me. Like, we're literally about to have dinner, and I'm like, but bread and cheese.
See, my middle child, he's a Gemini, and he'll sit there and he'll be like, wait. And he needs to make sure he understands every step of this so that he can give the exact answer he wants to. So.
He wants
to. Michael, there are imposters in the house. Yeah, the imposters. They're gonna get you. I don't know, they're imposters. Yeah, they're in the vent.
Dude, the vent in my house is so creepy. I'm pretty sure a person could fit through it and into the downstairs, and it's kind of terrifying.
The upstairs filter is like right in between the boys' rooms, and it looks almost identical to the vents in Among Us. So
yeah, we can like lift the vent out and move it, and you can like put your face in and like call into the basement, and everyone in the basement can hear you perfectly, even when the vent's there, which is not fun when you're like watching a movie with your friends. Your parents are upstairs, so you like.
Okay, Michael, pick a dog timer. Even though you betrayed me.
And even though Jenna, one dog timer, is no longer here.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm going to share the screen. You got a problem with that? Okay, good. My children are so used to all of my mildly threatening tones that if I want to actually, like, threaten them in a parenting manner, I have to just deadpan.
Yeah.
That's like the only way they know.
As a child, the deadpan from the parents is terrifying.
See, my own mom could not deadpan. That's just she's incapable of it. No, I'm not muted yet. Yes, I'm unmuted. That's what that means. All right, we're gonna do one more sprint tonight, and then I have to get the children ready for bed. And by get them ready, I mean I continuously yell at them to brush their teeth and stuff while they do things.
To stop dancing.
And to stop dancing. Oh my god. Yes, to stop dancing. All the dancing. All right, so we're going in. It is on my to-do list. I have a Jenna timer though, if you want 20 minutes of Jenna. But I do have Jenna sent me pictures of Butters. So the Butters timer is incoming. It's just when I have time.
I'm all waiting with.
I know, right? Like the Butters timer is just gonna get the most. I will. None of my other videos will matter. Well,
You
just
thought the
Butters
Jenna timer did well. Just wait till the Butters timer
just
comes
wait
out.
for the Butters. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. I was really into the song Holiday. So.
Okay.
Or Boulevard of Broken Dreams. It's one of those two. The thing, hold on.
Okay, is it
I
walk the lonely road. I walk.
No, that's not. It says Holiday / Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Oh, I see what. I was listening to Holiday, but this video apparently also has Boulevard of Broken Dreams. It just hadn't transitioned into that. So I was like, wait a second. Neither of those is the band name, and I know both of those songs. What the fuck? YouTube had me on random mix, if you couldn't tell. But yes.
They trick you. Lure you into a false sense of security.
Indeed. So that time I had to do some villain short story things. And then I was like, excuse me. I was like, but I only got 3 pages critiqued and this is the last sprint. So now I'm just like 10 pages a day is my goal for critiquing, between 5 to 10. That's my goal.
There's a kitty behind you.
You want me to pet him? You. Boulder. What the fuck are you staring at?
Not care.
You. Come here. You want pets? No? You make CB sad. I will disturb you. Come here.
He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right. He's just like so confident in the fact that I won't genuinely bother him on the cat tree. I respect your room. It is your room.
Doesn't love me.
Everybody needs their own space.
Come to your
even
house
the cats.
to snuggle your cats.
That one would not allow it. Like, so he's so weird. At like 1 a.m, he'll like just meow and bitch at me because it is time to like lay down and cuddle. And he'll literally, if I let him, he'll just sleep right here, just like as my teddy bear or my pillow.
So cute.
But any other time during the day, and he's like, "Don't not think to hug me, mortal."
You dad touch
like,
me.
Like, sir, I'm not the one desperate for cuddles at 1 a.m. And he's just like, I don't know what cat you're talking about. That's not me.
That's my nice
Must be Artemis. She's slightly smaller, also tuxedo, slightly different print, but you know. Things.
I ran on my phone. Also, my eyeliner is struggling. Like I want to like peel it off.
Well, like, we're about to go off stream, so you can peel it off stream.
I can just take my makeup off like a normal person.
I don't know how that is, so don't look at me. I recently started using makeup remover instead of just wipes and stuff. Yes.
What
like within the past year. Soap and water.
Oh, okay.
Like,
did you just
No, look, before I would get in the shower and I would just be like and pray that it all came off, and I'd be like, yes. Chris, did I get it all?
Before. And then
I've got eyeliner for days. It's just there. Even now with my makeup remover, I swear I like take the tissue paper with the makeup remover and I'm all like still eyeliner for days. I'm like, why? How?
I when I go into the shower, the eyeliner on, I do the Bucky Barnes look. Yeah. It's not.
Well, at least we don't have to up our budget for
yeah.
My dog wants to cuddle, and the one time I don't want to cuddle, right? I'm like, it's especially annoying because I'm a night owl, so I'm sitting here and I'm trying to type, and he's all like, "But I wish to," and the cuddles, and I'm like, no. Yay! Follow-up questions. All right, you're very welcome. Thank you to everybody who came. I'll go ahead and make CB do her outro now.
Oh God, do my intro. I'm CB Ferrenz, the adult fantasy author, YouTuber, teenager, and college student. And on my channel, I'm so tired. I talk about how those things come together, or rather, do not. I make
videos is semi-reliable writing advice. I do little character sketches, and I host live streams every once in a while. Yep, that's me. And I do have lots of animals, and they will start appearing in videos again because I'll go home. So I'm excited. Also, I'll see my family, but animals.
It's not the makeup remover's fault. The makeup remover is like, it's fucking magic. You just go whoosh, and the makeup is gone. My bottom, and like, you've seen, I don't know if you noticed, but I put a lot of eyeliner on when I do my makeup, and it just pulls it all. It's just my bottom. For some reason, my bottom eyeline is
Do you
just
put
like,
it in your waterline?
No, because not at the moment, because I'm using liquid. But like when I use the crayon stuff, I would, yeah, the pencil. But the pencil doesn't stay in as well because my like tears wash it away.
Yeah.
So, they would like to know if you're doing a stream on Thursday.
No, not this Thursday. This is my last week at college, so it's finals. Well, I'm not actually doing finals, but I'm exhausted and I need to pack up my entire room. But I'll probably be back next week. I need to get guests again. I ran out all the guests saved up.
You never run out of the Sam.
Yeah, I'll probably be like
other people though. I don't know. You gotta look for them. And I am Writing Mom Samantha L. Nasset. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. I host live streams like these on Mondays where sometimes we chat and sprint to be productive, and other times we talk about things that have to do with writerly things, and sometimes things that I just really enjoy talking about, such as the Let's Talk on May 24th, Sailor Moon R, the second season. It's gonna be fun. If you want to watch the first one,
Google it. Not Google. Look for it on YouTube on Sam's channel. It probably won't be that hard to find.
I have a playlist for Let's Talk, so you can find it in there somewhere. If you would like to keep up to date with all things Sam, you can sign up to my newsletter at my website, samanthaalnasset.com. If you would like to help support the channel, you can help by donating to my Ko-fi down below. Hey, if I get enough through that, I will buy the Ko-fi Gold, and then I'll actually post things early for people to get. Ooh. So that would be fun and motivating. I will begin recruiting betas for my villain short story as soon as I have the information to put in my beta application form. So as soon as I finish, I'm going to tonight. You have no idea how quickly I write short stories. But yes. Hey, I have it outlined. I know what it is about. It is going to be about a mermaid prince whose job is to kill the saviors of the world. Like chosen people come to this world to save it from the Empress. And this guy works for the Empress, killing chosen people. So he lives a good life. He doesn't care.
You really don't like the chosen one trope.
I love the chosen one trope, actually. But this is a villain story, and it's from my villain's point of view. And he's personally one of my favorites because he's a homme fatale. So, like, sometimes he kills them through combat. Sometimes he kills them through... Because he's a mer person. I think it's a lionfish. I have to double check. But he can secrete poisons from his fins. Absolutely. So he can make his own like poisons and toxins to assassinate people, and then other times he seduces chosens to kill them. So I love him. He's also a redhead named Eric. Total play on Ariel being a redhead.
Nice.
Yeah, I love him. He's an old character. This is kind of a revamp of a story that I wrote years ago that made a friend of mine cry.
Great.
That's always my goal.
I need
one person to cry. Yeah, I should stop rambling about that. But if you want to sign up to beta that, I will be announcing it both in my newsletter for this month and here and everywhere on social media, which you can find me via all of the links below. Is there anything that I have left out? New video hopefully this week, provided my voice survives.
Speaking is good. You just have you mouthing it and do like a voiceover of me.
We should do that one time. It'd be great.
Yeah, really great.
Okay. And thanks everybody for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for working with us. To those who are new, thanks for stopping by. To those who are here regularly, thanks for your continued support. Sam's newsletter for this month, 20 minutes before June. The shade! The shade!
Damn, Jess!
Somebody pays attention when my newsletters go out. And with that, like the stream. See you next